In a high-stakes battle for the White House, the state of Georgia is seeing unprecedented voter engagement, with a record-breaking 328,000 votes cast on the first day of early voting. As Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump vie for the critical swing state's 16 electoral votes, the race is heating up like never before. With Georgia's outcome likely to shape the future of the nation, both campaigns are going all in. Will Georgia decide the next president of the United States? The answer is unfolding with every ballot cast. The state of Georgia has reported a record turnout on the first day of early voting in the United States elections, revealing a high level of engagement in the key battleground state. Hours after polls opened in the southern state on Tuesday, one of several races on the ballot is the high-profile showdown for the White House. Vice President Kamala Harris, Democratic presidential candidate, is set to face off against her Republican rival, former President Donald Trump. The first day of early voting in the battleground state of Georgia saw a record turnout, with 328,000 people casting a vote in person or by mail, more than doubling the previous record of 136,000 in 2020. In that year, Joe Biden became the first Democrat since Bill Clinton in 1992 to win the state, after scraping through with fewer than 12,000 votes. Winning the state in its 16 electoral college votes gives either candidate a high chance of winning the election overall, according to polling analysis website 538. The Guardian's poll tracker, as of October 10th, has Trump ahead in the state by a point. The record turnout came as a judge temporarily halted a new rule that requires Election Day ballots to be counted by hand after the close of voting. The hand count rule was passed by a pro-Trump conservative majority of Georgia's election board, who said they were attempting to make the election more secure and transparent. Democrats had said the change would sow chaos and delay results. Both Harris's and Trump's campaigns have set their sights on winning Georgia. Trump held a rally on Tuesday in the state's capital, Atlanta, and Harris will also hold an event in the city on Saturday. Elon Musk has given nearly $75 million to America PAC, the super PAC he created to support former President Donald Trump. Filing with the Federal Election Commission was the first public look at Musk's political giving this year, after months of speculation about how much money he would contribute to pro-Trump efforts. It shows that he has vaulted into the top ranks of Republican donors. On the other hand, Kamala Harris defended her record as a prosecutor, pledged to decriminalize marijuana, and pushed for police reform as she aimed to shore up support among black men in an interview with radio host Charlemagne the God on Tuesday. The Harris Victory Fund, the Democratic candidate's big dollar fundraising committee, raised $633 million in the 3 months from July 1st to September 30th, over a third higher than the amount raised by Biden in the same period in 2020. Democratic vice presidential nominee, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, on Tuesday unveiled his ticket's plans to improve the lives of rural voters as the Harris campaign looked to cut into Trump's support. The Harris-Walz plan includes a focus on improving rural health care, such as plans to recruit 10,000 new healthcare professionals in rural and tribal areas through scholarships, loan forgiveness, new grant programs, as well as economic and agricultural policy priorities. President Joe Biden said Harris would cut her own path once she wins the 2024 election, as he hit the campaign trail to help win over skeptical voters 3 weeks before Election Day. Kamala will take the country in her own direction, and that's one of the most important differences in this election, he said. Kamala's perspective on our problems will be fresh and new. Donald Trump's perspective old and failed, and quite frankly, thoroughly, totally dishonest. As the fierce battle for the White House intensifies, all eyes are on Georgia, where a record-shattering turnout signals the power of every vote in shaping the nation's future. With Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump going head-to-head, stakes have never been higher. In a race where every ballot could be the tipping point, one thing is clear: the voice of the people will decide the direction of America. The outcome rests not in the hands of the candidates, but in the power of voters across the country. The future is now. Will you help shape it?